Units 10 to 12.
Homework.
Listening.
Hey, Rob. Did you read the news yet today?
Oh, hey, Jane. No, I didn't. I didn't have time before school, but I will later. Can you give me an update on the storm?
Well, the top story was all about the weather. It said Adrian is probably going to become a Category 5 hurricane, not a tropical storm. This isn't just about securing our outdoor furniture. We may have to leave town.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully the hurricane will get weaker as it gets closer. Any other news?
There was also an article about cutting the school budget.
Again? The mayor said she wouldn't make any more cuts this year. These cuts will really affect our students.
Yes, she told reporters the budget was being cut because the city had spent too much money on the new bike lanes. She said she liked the lanes, but not their cost. And you must have heard about the head of education.
No, what happened?
The editorial said he was going to a higher office in Washington.
Oh, I'm really going to miss him. He always had the best interests of our schools at heart.
Well, the editorial said he was sorry to leave, but happy to serve more people.
I know. He has always cared about the people, and that is probably why he is making this move. Anything else?
Well, I've been following a great citizen journalist for a while now. I became interested because he said he wanted to be a journalist, but couldn't find a job. So he started reporting news that was not being reported by the main news sites. He has become very popular because of his original ideas. Our local news site has just offered him a job as a paid journalist.
What's his name? I want to follow him too.
It's Ray Sanchez.
Pronunciation. Listen to parts of the conversation again. Which words are stressed? Choose the correct answer. 1,
I didn't have time before school, but I will later.
2,
It said that Adrian is probably going to become a Category 5 hurricane, not a tropical storm.
3,
She said she liked the lanes, but not their cost.
4,
The editorial said he was sorry to leave, but happy to serve more people.
5,
He wanted to be a journalist, but couldn't find a job.
Reading. The world's weirdest inventor. The world's weirdest inventor.
A patent is a government document that says you are the inventor of a gadget, device, or idea. The world's most famous inventor, Thomas Edison, owned over 1,000 patents. Many of these patents were for breakthroughs that changed our world, like the light bulb. The world's most prolific inventor is an Australian man named Kia Silverbrook. He has over 3,000 patents, more than anyone in the world. His patents are related to printers, including a tiny printer in a phone. If Edison was the most famous inventor and Silverbrook is the most prolific, then the strangest inventor must have been a British man named Arthur Pedrick. Pedrick patented over 160 peculiar contraptions in the 1960s and 1970s. He invented a bicycle you could ride underwater, a golf ball you could steer in the air, and a machine that shoots snowballs from Antarctica to the Australian desert. Some of Pedrick's creations sound like jokes or even hoaxes, like a horse-powered automobile, a car you drive from the back seat, or a flying saucer. In his patent applications, he often talks about his cat, Ginger. However, Pedrick couldn't have been crazy. He had worked in the UK's patent office. He gave clear explanations for everything, and his ideas were based on real scientific theories and phenomena. Although Pedrick's inventions could have worked, none of them were ever actually made into products. If he had tried to produce them, it would have cost billions of dollars. Also, if he'd tried to sell them, he might not have found many buyers. Finally, Pedrick's wife got tired of all the equipment in the house and told her husband to stop inventing. Just imagine, if she hadn't stopped him, what else would Pedrick have invented?
So you want to be a journalist? Since you asked, we interviewed 3 journalists about their work. Barbara Sayers is a 65-year-old retired feature writer. When I asked her why she became a reporter, she said, "When I was in school, I wanted to be a camera operator, but a teacher told me that I had a talent for writing. So I became a journalist." Barbara told me that she would stay on top of the latest news trend by checking the newswires and social media. Barbara said, "Whatever the story, I would go straight to the source, the people or facts involved in the event." Vince Caruso, a 27-year-old photojournalist, started out as a broadcast announcer for a radio station. But he realized that what he really liked was traveling. Vince told me that he would take photos as a hobby and send them to news sites. When the sites began to ask me for pictures, Vince said, "I decided to quit my job and become a full-time photojournalist." Sophia Collins is an 18-year-old citizen journalist. When I asked her how she does her job, she said, "As a college student, I have time to follow breaking news, interview witnesses, and rush to the site of the story." She told me that she could be working on an interview, an article, and an investigation at the same time. Social media has played a major role in helping citizen journalists, Sophia told me. Her blog Around Town has over 20,000 followers. When asked what advice they had for people who want to be journalists, Barbara said, "Read as much as you can and listen to people." Vince told me, "You must be creative and develop great social skills." And in Sophia's words, be adaptable to run after the next breaking news story at a moment's notice.
Listening Plus.
The first thing that they want you to do is look at what is a problem in our community related to the climate.
This summer has been so terrible with the fires that I think we should look at fires.
Then you have to find a global connection, which is someplace else in the world that has a similar climate to us or a similar problem.
Our global connection is Spain because they have the same climate, they don't receive a whole ton of rainfall, and they have a huge problem with wildfires over there.
After you've done that, they want you to think about a solution.
Their project, called Forest Guard, is a system to detect fires as early as possible. The idea is to install cameras in the forest that use solar energy. They're connected to the internet, so anyone can see when there's a fire and call the fire department.
This enables the public to be the forest guards to keep our forests safe.
Their idea must have been popular, or they wouldn't have won first place in the regional and state climate competitions, and been selected to go to the international competition in Copenhagen.
One of the teams is from Australia, one is from Germany, one is from Mexico City, and one is from Idaho.
Every group had an idea to fix a real problem using technology.
Anyone can be a forest guard by installing this free screensaver on their computer. It randomly gets the live images from the cameras in the forests and displays them on your screen. Thousands of people all over the world.
I hate to interrupt your speech, but I think there's a fire in this picture.
All of the groups must have worked so hard, but only one can win first prize and see their project built in real life. They did it! Now they have the chance to work on their idea with real engineers. These impressive young people have shown they are ready to build a better future for themselves.
As always, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And before you go, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that tiny bell. And don't forget to check out some of our other videos on the channel. On to the next time.